How the devil are you folks down the plot today? And it's absolutely freezing. Oh, fingers feel like they're going blue. But I'm excited. Do you know why? Apple tree leaves have finally gone yellow. Woohoo! I'm probably about 2 weeks away from being able to prune them. It's a job that I've been wanting to do for about a month now. They're finally going to sleep for the winter, which is good. It's a job I can get done soon then. So wet at the moment. So much water down here last couple of days. But we're getting there slowly. Hoping for a few hard frosts so I can get the car down here and drop some manure off and stuff. Because if all the path freezes, I can get the car down. But if it stays wet, it means I've got to lump everything from all the way up there, and I haven't got the stamina and the energy for humping and lumping at the moment. But it is what it is. Another job I've got to do, I'll show you. See the docks I mentioned in the previous video, and you see there's some three-cornered leak. Got to cut those, cardboard them, put mulch on, start the decomposition process, and then hopefully that'll be good. But those dock leaves, probably in the next couple of days I'll pick them because the chickens eat them and they love them. Free greens. Is that a pigeon over there? Oh, yeah, there's a pigeon up in that tree. Can we see him? Where is he? Yeah, pigeon, what are you looking at? Yeah, you're eyeing something up, aren't you? Yeah, I bet you're the one that eats my strawberries. Yeah, I can see you. He'd be good in a pie, wouldn't he? Right folks, that's it for now. It was a flying visit because I'm froze. Anyway, catch you later. Hey folks, how you doing? Just had a quick trip around home base because our local home base is closing down. Just went in there to have a look, and to be perfectly honest, there's not really that much on offer. Normally when you get these administration closing down sales, you can get things for like, you know, 50, 60, 70% off, which is really good. And there is a couple of things in there. There was some Stanley toolboxes, which were half price, but other than that, everything else was like 10, 20% off, and it was pretty much tap, really. I mean, don't get it wrong, if you wanted a new garden spade or you wanted a rake or some seeds, the chances you're going to get 20, 25% off, which is all right, isn't it? It's not bad, I suppose. But I suppose regularly throughout the year you have sales that have 10 and 20% off. So a 10 and 20% off sale to me is just normal now. I think because prices are so inflated, aren't they, throughout the year. So yeah, I was really hoping to get some bargains. I thought I might be able to get some cheap plant pots, because last time I think it was who was it that went into administration a couple of years ago? Anyway, I can't remember. One of the garden centres, was it Y Vale? That was it. And I managed to get some plant pots and stuff for like 90% off because they just, administrators wanted to get rid of them. But I got a funny feeling that the stock that doesn't sell from the stores they're closing down is just going to be sent elsewhere. I don't know. No one gives much away for free these days, do they? So yeah, anyway, so if you want any cheap goods, if you want to save yourself 20%, get yourself down to Homebase. My God, the last couple of videos I've made, I've mentioned Homebase quite a bit. Anyone would think I'm working for them, but obviously I'm not, because they're going into administration. But yeah, you save yourself a few quid anyway. I don't know about you, but I buy a lot of my stuff in the winter. I don't need the latest shovel that the latest fashion icon is advertising on their Instagram. So I just pick things up when they're cheap and cheerful. So yeah, get yourself down to Homebase if you want to grab 20% off something. It's all right, but it's a lot of tat in my local one, to be fair. That's another job done. Chickens are all strawed up, ready for winter now, aren't you, boys and girl? Or boy and girl. Hey, you happy about that? You got yourself some suet pellets, haven't you? Obviously these are just rescue chickens now. I've said before that I don't eat the eggs, so to get them through winter they have a few suet pellets that the robin normally eats, and they seem to enjoy them. They're doing all well. They're doing all well. I don't even know what that was. Wasn't even English, was it, Ross? They're doing all right. They're doing very well. Or as I just said, they're doing all well. Anyway, should get you through the next few days because we've got a storm coming. It's going to get cold, wet and windy. Right. Places to go, people to see. I really don't understand people. There's an entire car park and the guy parks right next to me. I mean, you've literally got this entire car park but you're going to park so I can't get into my car. It's a bit strange though, isn't it? People are strange. People are weird, aren't they? They are very strange. Guys left me literally about 9 inches to get into my car. But I don't understand why you do it. Why would you do it? Why would you park so close to a car knowing that there's all these other spaces that are free? Hi folks, how you doing? It's going to a roundabout which is near to where I live. Now a few weeks ago, big puddle here, a few weeks ago the council were here and they basically decimated this roundabout. They hacked at it and there was a load of mature trees here and stuff, and you know, trees that were maybe 5 to 10 years old, and they just decimated it. They probably took 70% of the trees away and just left a few, and then we had the storm roll in, and now this is what's happened. Massive puddle here. I'm gonna get wet, aren't I? So here we go, I'll flip it around. This is what's happened now, look. You can see all the willows and stuff that they cut down, and the stumps, and none of these trees seem to be diseased. There might have been the odd young ash, but now look at this. And workers wonder what happens when you cut down trees and you disturb the ground. You weaken the root system, and then this happens. Yeah, this is what happens when you weaken root systems by chopping down trees. You make it harder for the trees that are around to survive, especially when there's storms. Poor thing, eh? Poor thing. This tree's probably been here, I don't know, 50 years, maybe more, and now it's dead because of dickheads. Hey look, stumps everywhere. Look at that. They leave that, but cut down the healthy ones. I was watching a podcast the other day on Novara Media, and puddle, and Aaron Basanti had said about how council workers near him had said that you have to put weed killer around trees, because if you don't, then the weeds growing around trees, they'll die. And obviously that's a complete myth. It's absolute batshit crazy. And he was saying how can you be a professional person paid to do a job and you believe like random myths? So I can only imagine the council workers, when they did this roundabout, are on the same mindset as you can't let things grow around trees because it'll affect the trees. So they cut it all down, and then they wonder why the trees fall over. It's an ecosystem. Everything works as part of it. It makes me so angry. It's like not too far away from me, over in Shrewsbury. It's come out this week that the council has cut down a mature oak tree in a village because one person complained about it. Apparently this person's been complaining for 8 years about this tree because it's too close to the house. You look at the pictures, it's not even near any houses. It's like 50 yards away from houses. And so the council went out and just chopped it down because one person complained. And obviously the village were uproar about it, and the council, first of all, they doubled down and said, no, we're supposed to do it. And then it turned out they broke the law. So then they backtracked and apologised and go, no, it shouldn't have happened. No, it shouldn't have happened. It's 2024 and fucking council should know better. Certainly shouldn't be doing shit like that, should they?